Now, moving on to the parts of multiplication, okay, of both polynomial. Okay, now for this case, I purposely chose this simple example as the beginning of this. Uh, this lectures over here in the video. So we have x plus 3, x minus 3, two terms. So when these two multiply, okay, what we have is that this a will go to this side, okay, we get a squared. A multiply with this, which is negative ab, and this we multiply with this, it become positive ab. So both cancel and only left the last one, which is negative b squared. Okay, so this is not a formula, just a simple multiplication in between the two terms. So what we have is, once we multiply this thing in, we get x squared minus negative 3 squared. So I think this one can no longer simplify. Just expand the power over here, we get negative 9. Okay, now we look at some other different types of example. Okay, we go for this one. Okay, now for this question, we have x plus 2, x minus 1. Okay, so this is a bit different, but it still have positive and negative. But there's a bit different because the value at the front and the back are different. So normally, if we use the general forms of the multiplication, it should be in a way like this. So a will multiply with c, okay, and then a multiply with d. So a with c, a multiply with d, and then b multiply with c, b multiply with d, and we have the form that looking like this. So you get ac, ad, and so on, all this thing. Now you must never memorize this thing. Just a common, it's the general forms of how things work, how the multiplication works, and this is it happened. This is what it do inside the system. So if we are using just the variable without the numbers, this is what actually we got. Okay, now if we have a number over here, so what we're gonna see is this x will multiply with the x over here, it become xx. This will multiply with negative 1. So step by step I show you. This is 2x, this is 2 multiplied with negative 1. So these two, when they multiply, they join up together and turn into x squared. So x with x become x squared. This one become just negative x, and this one become 2x. This will become negative 2. So if you want to see a more detailed step, is this one, what actually happens inside is this will be, I think this is even more confusing to look at, so never mind. So what we see is this one x squared, so this is the x. Okay, now why it become a positive x over here? Now this is because of the 2x over here. 2x plus with this negative x, so become kind of 2 minus 1. So you get just a positive, because positive is dominant, much bigger number than negative. So we have x squared plus x minus 2 over this side. Okay, so this is another example. Now we look for any other larger groups of example, like this one. Now this is a bit larger one. Okay, so now we have x squared minus 4 and 5x plus 16. Okay, now this situation, we use the same method as shown over here. This is just for your reference, but don't ever memorize this. Okay, just a common guideline how the multiplication is done and what we get if it's without numbers. So if it's with numbers, we're gonna multiply accordingly like this. So we're gonna go from x squared multiply to 5x, then x squared multiply 5x, x squared with 16, negative 4 with 5, okay, negative 4 with 16 over here. Now each of this, if we simplify, what we have is okay, so as you can see over here, it's kind of quite confusing with too much of calculation, so better we just look at this one. So 5x multiplied with this, it's just turn into 5x cubed. Okay, this will be 16x squared. This will become 5 times 4, so this is negative 20x, and this one will be negative 64. Okay, so this end up the example for multiplication. So later we're going to go for the section division of the polynomial.